Shabbat Shalom. This video is sponsored in memory of Lili Bat Rachel. Tien Nishmata Tzora B'Tzora Chaim Began Eden Tien Menuchata. This week's Parashat Noach and the ultimate destruction of the world. But Hashem returns the world to a state of water, and all living things cease to exist. What's fascinating is that we find in Pekei Rabbi Eliezer that fish were not affected. Fish didn't die. The fish survived the flood. Why is it that the whole world, all living things, get destroyed and wiped out, but the fish survive? But another question is, why is it that the world is destroyed with water and no other medium? Why is that the medium of destruction for a corrupt, immoral, decadent world? So if you look at fish, it's fascinating. Adam HaRishon names every single animal. Hashem passes them before him and he gives them a name. We don't find Adam HaRishon naming the fish. And more than that, throughout Tanakh, fish are referred to as dag, daga, dag gadol, a big fish. There are no names. There are thousands and thousands of species of fish, but we refer to them as in general term, dag, fish. Why don't they have a name? You see, when you name something, it means to relate to it. You're defining it, understanding it. You give it a name. We can't name fish because we don't relate to them. They don't really live in our world. They live in the sea. The sea is not our world. It's fascinating. We find many things about the ocean. The Gemara in Berachot says, Ein hara doesn't exist. It's not sholet over the sea. We have no influence over what lives within the water. The fish survive the Mabul because they don't live in our world. When we do act in a way negative, destructive, we influence the whole world around us, but we have no influence over the ocean, no influence over the sea. So the fish survive. See, we say in Tehillim, Asher lo hayam vehu asahu. Asher lo hayam. Hashem says, David HaMelech says, the sea belongs to Hashem. Vehu asahu, he made it and it's complete. Veyabeshet, the dry land, yadav yatzaru, that he formed. And that's the part he gave to us. V'ha'aretz natan libnei adam. The sea, we have no access to. It's not our world. The sea is Hashem's world. 91% of the sea has yet to be discovered. We have no idea what's there. We know more about the galaxy than we know about the ocean. Because the ocean is not our world. That's Hashem's world. Asher lo hayam, the sea belongs to him. Therefore, it could be the reason why fish don't require shechita, slaughtering, or anything else to make them kosher. Don't need salting. They're coming from Hashem's world. Things in our world need to be elevated before we can make them kosher, not fish. The ocean doesn't belong to us. See, when the world began, the world was in a state of complete water. There was nothing else but water. And the third day, Hashem says, Yikavu hamayim. Let the waters gather, mitachat hashamayim, el makom echad, in one place. V'tira'eh hayabasha. And let the ground, let the land be visible. The message for us is, this is Hashem's world. It was covered with water. It's all Hashem's world. Hashem created a space for us to exist in this world, in His world, and He gave it to us. To grow, to develop it. But when we corrupt it, we become immoral, and what happened with the generation of the flood, Hashem takes it away. He returns back the world to a state of water, to His world. Therefore, the Maharal says, we find throughout That's why the Egyptians were drowned with water. The flood was with water. That was just a message to the Jewish people as they're crossing the Yam Suf. About to enter the water, Hashem splits it for us, and we walk through dry land. And Hashem says, you live in my world, but I'm creating a space for you in my world. Here's land, walk through it. The Egyptians have no place, and they drown and disappear from the face of humanity. That's the message for us of the Mabul. The world is Hashem's. It was in a state of water. He created a space for us to exist, to flourish, to develop, to grow, to become great and build a relationship with Him. But unfortunately, we corrupt this world that He gave us. Hashem takes it back. And therefore the world is destroyed with water. And the fish were not affected because they don't exist in our world. They're in Hashem's world. And therefore when we go back into a mikveh, a person wants to purify himself. In a sense, he enters Hashem's world. And he's reborn. When he comes out, he's recreated and he steps on dry land. That's Hashem recognizing Hashem's given me a place to be, a place to exist in His world.